But it wasn't until the Fed case that I kind of snapped out of it. You know what I mean?
So you get ready for action, but then it causes a reaction that you wasn't really looking forward to at that time.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into a whole lot of back and forth about action, but what I will say is the reaction is documented.
And I'm talking about with the Fed case.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So that came from somebody who was around me and who had ill intent, looking at the fact that, you know, I'm overprotective and at a place where I want to defend and protect everything around me. So they used that and manipulated that to where they like, okay, look, we need this, we need this, we need this. Upcharging the things they say they need. And according to the discovery, it was because he wanted to buy himself a new used Cadillac, and he needed $6,500 to do that. So he'll upcharge me $1,000 here, upcharge me $500 there, upcharge me, you know what I mean? And this particular time, what he did was he asked somebody if they could give him something under the table, and they said, yeah, I know just the people, and the people they knew was the ATF, and so. And when they hit him, instead of him saying, man, all right, I got myself in some trouble, he said, nah, these ain't for me. They're for my boss. And so that's kind of how, you know, that ball of yarn became unraveled. Yeah. And that's how people always wonder, like, how did you get a year and a day? Simply because I never took possession of the firearms.
Yeah.
I know he came in, I said, I didn't want it, and they bust. He came, I said, man, what is this? I didn't ask for this. And then they came and bust. I never took possession. So, you know, everybody who wondered about that, there's the answer to it.
I feel you. But mental health, though, fellas, all of y'all minds. How did y'all protect y'all mind during these trying ass times? Dro, you ready to go?
I didn't. I mean, well, you know what, bro? You know, we as black men from where I'm from, like that's the last thing you think about is mental health. You be like, you'll smoke a blunt and have a drink and be like, I'm good,
I'm healthy.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's the approach that I know I took, or you know what I'm saying, or the people that was around me, you know what I'm saying. So the mental health, to speak about that back then, you would have just been saying some shit that's in the air. Like right now, it's very important. You feel what I'm saying? For us to pay attention to our mental health. But back then, get you a blunt, roll it up, man. You got some orange or some perp, you know what I'm saying?
Let's just be honest. You know, people, as young black men, we learn how to operate off dysfunction.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's true. Because we were raised in dysfunction.
So it was life traumatizing as it is.
Come on now.
So we learn how to just navigate through it. You know what I mean? You just got to make it through.
Yeah.
Once you make it through, you just fine. But you got to make it through it somehow.
Come on.
And that trauma become normalized.
Yeah, that's exactly
the thing that you gotta understand.
Yeah.
So we're going through this trauma and we normalize it. So when somebody dies, it really ain't too many tears. It's just that what happens. So what you call trauma, it's just normal life to us.
And trauma never goes away. You can never remove trauma. You can only, find better ways to cope manage. Trauma is everlasting. Trauma is passed down through DNA to children and grandchildren. So some of the traumatic experiences or some of the traumatic energy that we may be harboring comes from the shit our daddies and granddaddies went through.
Yeah.
Because through sperm, trauma is passed down through DNA.
Hey, to be honest with you, after I got shot, I thought that was probably the best shit that could happen to me. I was like, all the hoes finna be on my dick. I'm finna do the Tupac.
You never wondered whether or not your dick would still work?
Nah, I don't know.
That's the first thing I'm thinking. Is my dick still intact?
I just felt like that was like, I was like, boy, when I get back to school, boy, these hoes finna be, boy. I made it out of the hospital, you feel what I'm saying? But the only thing that really, that's what kept me going, that I had got shot. Not knowing that I was going to choose different friends. I was going to choose different women. I was going to choose where I hang at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, like, my mental health so messed up from the trauma, and then I had to go to rehab to find out what was actually ticking in my head. Like I could be sitting somewhere right now and be like thinking the worst thing about a person just because I got shot. I'm like, what is this nigga finna do to me? You feel what I'm saying? So mental health now is more important. You know what I'm saying? Now that it's like more common to talk about, you know, it's a good thing to talk about right now.